party, and as we're waiting to party, we got this draft set up. We're ready to go. So without further ado, let's go into the draft. It was nice. There we go. We're into the draft now, and we are ready. That is how you do a transition. Mwah! Thank you, Mr. Producer Lady. And now my favorite. Mr. Producer Man has been fired a long time ago. I told you I'd replace him. But look at that, straight away, Ringo ban. You said earlier, he's not really one that's worth a ban. But these guys in blue, they feel like he's worth a ban.
Yeah, I think to be fair, I didn't say he isn't priority picks over him. He's always been strong, but now I think a lot of people are seeing just what he can do, and that he's that real safe bet. And a well-played Ringo can manage to stay on that backline and just deal so much passive damage consistently if he is ignored. There's the Fox ban. So where we saw a very sort of jungle-focused pick and ban phase in previous drafts, we're now seeing that carry being focused. And obviously these old school picks, these Ringos, these Foxes, they've been banned out now, and they have been the focus of this ban pick. Lyra is the immediate pick up there for the blue side. And of course, there's the Adagio to answer it. Can't let those guys go through. Although they did have the next ban, they could have potentially banned him if they didn't want to pick him.
No, it's just one of those that happens. And so with that Adagio pick up, I wonder what they're going to ban though, because they're both been picked. Vox has been banned away, so we kind of got an open season on the lane here. It might just be more comfort picks. You got Blackfeather who's strong, Jules very strong, Idris, Gwen. You do have some very good picks though, so I don't know. I don't know what would be banned in all of that though. It's fuzzling my head. What do you think now? I made the predictions last time. You can make the predictions this time.
I think we might see a jungle focus ban, just because we've seen the carry focus further top, and it is going to mean that the blue side are then forced to ban. Basically, you're starting to limit the carry picks. There's the jungle Tucker being banned out. Obviously, they don't want that alongside the Lyra. We've seen that's been a kind of sort of a standard situation already in today's games. I think now they've got the opportunity to ban a carry.
And there you go. As soon as you said it, they banned a carry. Samuel.
Yeah, so I think that's it. Because what you're doing right now is you're limiting. And you're forcing them to essentially pick a carry that you can then counter pick. Is the way to go with this. And they've got very limited carry choices. I would expect maybe an Gwen to come out, maybe potentially a Kestrel as well has been ignored.
What about a Koshka?
Yes, after the Koshka bans earlier, I'm still trying. That was a focused ban, or whether that was just a general. She's strong, and we don't want to play against her ban. Because there are quite a lot of strong picks in the early game in this current meta. Lance pickup. Okay.
Would it be carry Lance or carry Adagio? That's going to be thy question. I hope it's carry Lance, because carry Lance is so powerful. He's still really powerful and to be scared of. So you got to be careful with him. So they got to play well here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like an alpha pickup, or maybe even Cruel. Just help, but Cruel can get a little bit pressured by Lance, so it could be a little bit of an issue there. But I wouldn't be surprised to see you got your Black Feathers are open. I mean, you even have Sky who's open. You have to be careful with that Lance again. So they've again, Red Team have actually drafted quite well here.
Yeah, I think if Blue Team go with another ranged pick here, it's likely we might see a Black Feather pick up for the team as a last pick, potentially, just to kind of make sure he sticks to and stays on them as much as possible. Against the Lyra, it can be problematic though.
Yeah, I'm still. Can someone want to invite me to party? Just wait on that one. Trying to get attention. Invite me to party. I want
to be fair, there's a few people aren't.
I want to be invited because
just too much. I think.
I don't want to be. But yeah, there we go. We're still waiting for that last pick. They're eating into their bonus time. It's a lot of bonus time right now. They got 90 seconds of bonus time overall, and they do pick up Baron.
Wow. Okay.
That could be very good. He does need a little bit extra sustain, and Lyra will give that to him, and he will be someone who can, get out of Lance's range. If he impales him, he's going to jump jets out of there. So I think Baron is a very good pickup here, and he will be really good when Lance eventually pulls off in that late game stage.
Petal maybe?
Maybe. I would say that was a good pick.
I'm the only problem with that power Baron.
The only problem,
Koshka.
Yeah, Koshka. I was going to say, if they pick up Pedal, they're opening themselves up to a Koshka pick.
I think this is going to be a Koshka pick. I'm getting that vibe.
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe with Koshka. I'm getting Koshka. Oh, Ozo. Not Ozo, it's a Lance, actually, sorry. But I'm getting that Koshka vibe. Oh, it's Black Feather.
Okay. I suppose they've got the Lyra. I think Koshka would be maybe a better choice there.
They've got Jewel and Alpha to like open up as well, so that could help. I'd say they should probably put Dagio in the main position, just to poke out, I guess. But against the Black Feather, he's not going to be doing too much, so Lance may even be a better call. Now that they've drafted like this, I did not expect the Baron to come out. They kind of put themselves in a very good spot here. I mean, I'm surprised we see any Crawls or Ozos, just someone tanky now. They need someone who can eat some shots from Baron, essentially. And out sustain that Black.
We could go jungle Lance, carry Adagio. I mean,
I'm thinking Rona actually.
Or something. Oh yeah, Rona. No, Rona. Yes, the sustain Rona would be pretty nice.
It would have messed them up entirely.
Jungle Idris.
Jungle Idris,
That worked pretty damn well in their favour. But now seeing the full comps as they are, I think it really forced the red team into a corner.
Yeah, I think Koshka would have been better for snowballing, but she can be kind of counts like Rona would have just been a definite pickup there. I think Koshka probably ultimately would have been better because Yummy Catnip Frenzy, but you've got
Carry Lance.
Carry yes! Thank you, Lord in Heaven. But it's gonna be, it might be double weapon, or it could be that cooldown glaive we've been seeing a lot of. Which could throw a spanner into the works because you can only block an afterburn so many times when it's on a 6-second cooldown, and it is going to be glaive in the lane and jungle Lance. So not carry Lance, got that jungler Lance and Jaeger who's going to push back. But just for those who missed it, you do have ELITE8, formerly known as Ardent Allegiant on our blue side, and J3X Inferno on the red side. And straight away, no real too much aggression. Baron's just trying to clear this lane. BXR's trying to put some pressure on. But Hunjaeger's, he is Baron at the end of the day against that melee lane. He's got all of the advantage.
Yeah, that's why we're seeing this realist in there. Keep more sustain versus the range of Hunjaeger's. And obviously Animate joining him now as well to make sure we do see Official Hind coming in with a sneaky one, where Psyduck is still sitting in that bush. Psyduck not spotted at this stage in the game. Those impales are going to hurt if he does land it. Had to be done at some point. Really good flare out there from Anime. Waiting in the wings, so they're going to keep their distance from the push. It's going to force Psyduck to waste a little bit of time before he goes back to the jungle.
Yeah, and I do just want to point out it's a CP Blackfeather. I am so happy for that. I think CP Blackfeather is stronger than Weapon Power Blackfeather in most cases. Probably people would disagree with me. It's more of a personal preference on me because I like lots of burst. And having a CP Blackfeather is just going to make me smile as this game goes on. Because he's someone who really ramps up and just gets so much more powerful as the more items you buy. Whereas Weapon Power is like a definite spike. CP just keeps climbing with Blackfeather. So it's going to be beautiful to see how he played it. Yeah,
I mean, I'll be honest, I kind of expected to see Baron, while he can be played, CP is so much more effective in the weapon power role. And I think to have gone double weapon power would have been a bit risky. I think, especially against things like a Lance and potentially going to benefit from sort of extra armor anyway, given their engagement all the time.
Yeah.
They're always going to be a face. So I think, that's a smart pickup from them. And like you say, late game is going to be beast.
Yeah, Hunjaeger's taking a lot of damage from BXR right now. Is actually on point. Psyduck, in which is just revealing him, so he has to kind of show himself a little bit. Trying to lay down the on-point open. That was a fantastic route with a double weapon blade. That did a lot of damage. It's forcing out an Imperial Sigil there. Visual Hind trying to get some poke onto BXR actually. Because he is the lowest, so why not? There's another fantastic on point. It's hitting him up and losing most of his energy there. So if they can stop them hitting it, they should be okay. Visual Hind's going to get pushed back though, and he's going to take some damage and actually dodges out the impale with the afterburn that lands with the Jaeger, and it does quite a fair amount of damage there. And now they're just going to go back to farming, and that fight, if you could call it that little skirmish is now over.
Yeah, I think they're just kind of trying to gauge each other's strengths at this early stage of the game. It does afford the opportunity to kind of back without worrying about risking too much farm at this stage. Should be getting back just in time for this wave of suppression. It might lose a couple of minions, but it's not going to be too much of a big deal. Probably lose these 4, maybe catch one of them. So not really a big loss on his part, so a good time. We do see in the jungle, Psyduck is just clearing his front. Meanwhile, Official Hind is doing the same. We now see that the tree end does die a horrible death, just in time for the jungle to intensify. Both members there, and we do see the tension by being picked by that Lance.
Double Tenchibo. Glaive picked up his Tenchibo when he went back as well. And I just want to say, Glaive is farming very efficient. And there's a fantastic after-round to Fisher behind him. The boot as well. That double Tenchibo Brock really pushing him back to the boosted. May save his life. Jaeger putting some serious damage in. Bizarre seems to be the target. Nice there's fortified more to just the zone off a little bit. But Official Hind is one impale away from death. And Jaeger's just going to use that double shot, maybe just to clear some minions. Maybe he hoped he could actually get someone there. But he's just going to start clearing, and the damage is just only going to ramp up from the blue side. The red side only really have this early aggressive burst now. They kind of locked themselves into it, so they've got to use it. They've got to start getting some early kills, or they're just going to fall off so hard come 10 minutes in.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that run that risk with this kind of competition. There's the afterburn in. Does do a lot of damage to Jaeger's, but pushes him away in the process. Heals from Adagio, keeping their team back at full health. I've got a little bit of hope from Jaeger's anime there. And we're just seeing this double lane kind of sort of standoff, shall we say, as the team rotate down, trying to take out a little bit of damage on the front. We do see Psyduck now caught out of position, doesn't get out there, gets him away from onto Official Hind, and that is just going to be him walking away. We see the Fountain is now picked up by Lyra, offering them that little bit more sustain. Her Fountain still hasn't been completed by BX Realists, so they will have a slight sustain advantage if they do choose to have a team fight now.
Yeah, which is good. And now we're just seeing Official Hind won't have that damage yet. He is CP. He's going to do okay amounts of damage until he gets that Shadow Glass, but he's going to be a little bit dicey. He needs to just go and farm up a little bit more now, because Psyduck is doing impressive amounts of damage with that early game burst damage Lance. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an aftershock come out on him. But Glaive looks like he's going to be going for that full weapon power route as well, instead of that CP Glaive that I moan about so much. But now Adagio is just trying to build up his Fountain now. He does have enough for it, and then some. And Anime Save Me is sitting on the Fountain, so not really using that advantage as we see BXR picking up a Fountain and a coat of plates as well. Going to be looking forward to getting that Atlas Pauldron, or maybe even Full Metal Jacket for the Baron and actually Blackmother, because most of their entire team does rely a little bit on attack speed. So they got an Atlas Pauldron will be a very important item for BXR to pick up. Yeah,
I actually could agree with you there. In both scenarios, just because even the CP element of Blackfeather does require him to be on that attack speed is damage, so I think BS really is picking that up with hits to damage of EA, but that damage coming out onto Deity, wow. Jaeger is really starting to ramp up now.
Oh, but look at that Lance damage, he did the combo. But there's an Imperial Sigil immediately down, just going to heal. The problem with burst is into a Lyra is she counters burst. Yeah. She knows what she's doing, and the Fisher Line is going to take so much damage. I was going to go in with the afterburn, but Deity started in a very bad spot right now. Both Fountains have to be used there, and now we're just going to see Jaeger try and put the pressure on. There's a fantastic impale. Psyduck's just going to be able to get all that reduced damage that he does have on his just passive on his B. 45% reduced damage when attacking a target, like from the front. It's actually quite a lot. So there you go, and now they're just going to try and push this turret. Sai is just going to be in a good position right now. Going to go for the impale, but it misses. But he does get the follow-up strike from the combat roll, and they're going to be able to have to force themselves away now, because they can wipe up minions pretty fast. Fisher Hind with a little bit of tempting poke, but not too much. And now we're going to see maybe see Lyra go down, but she puts down the Imperial Sword perfectly. Desi's going to be bad, but here comes the orbital strike on top of it to save their lives. And Psyduck trying to run away best he can. Will it? Yes, he does. I was about to say, will it Fisher Hind get it? He does pick up the Lance up with the on point, and that is just going to leave this turret open for some serious damage from this Baron here. That was quite a good fight from ELITE8 there.
Yeah, BX really sat with very low mana. He's not going to be able to defend. They'll just tank it out with the Imperials. Imperial situation used to try and take out their both Jaeger's and Anime on this stage. They're going to want to back up as soon as possible. Anime going for the back now on that push, was Jaeger's is just going to move himself down towards our position. Oh, he's going to try and help out Fisher Hind, who has been caught out, and Fisher Hind does get away, just walks away there. Pyro managing to kind of just avoid him. But yeah, great play there.
Yeah, and Jaeger's there. This is the strategy I've been using a lot as well, is where you let the carries go around and get the ambient gold from the jungle. And then obviously your main carry, your carry in lane, take all the last hits. This way you don't really waste gold too much, especially if your roam's already got like her core build, or his or her core build, because obviously Fountain, Crucible, Lyra's okay with that. She can just build out War Dreads now and she's going to be awesome. And so they can just start doing like full proper hyper carrying now, which is really going to help them out.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're hoping for right now. They want it, and especially things like the CP Blackfeather is just going to come. We're going to see some serious damage coming out, and them having an advantage at this early stage in the game before both Hanjages and Official Hine get really to that end game stage is worrying for them. Is worrying for the red team, because they're only going to get better.
Yes, it is. And there we go now. Hanjage's going to get that double shot on the VXR, and that's a third of his health gone. And that's just going to be an open gold mine season now for the blue team. They can come and try and contest it if they want, but I think they probably know they'll die to it. This double weapon burst damage comp isn't going to survive much longer, but can they use that burst damage to steal the gold mine? Let's find out. They're going to go for it. Here comes the ultimate, and Lance actually does manage to steal it, and that's fantastic. Overall strike over the top, and Anime Save Me went in a little bit too deep there. It takes so much damage to just survive, but will fall. But now we're seeing Official Hine trying to do some damage, but he will fall as well. But no, he doesn't! He picks up the kill on the glaive. We're going to see Hanjager go into BXR, but he went into Lance range. He has to survive in 10 more seconds. That's going to save his life. Look at that warding there for Hanjager. But Psyduck's coming. Psyduck is coming. He's going to try and pick up this kill and maybe a little minion at the same time. And will he get it? Yes, he will. Psyduck does get it. Hanjager has to back off. Psyduck just doing so much damage right now. It's actually a little bit scary.
Yeah, I think that Lance proc, the potential though, is just insane. When he lands that fall into auto attack, into Githyan Wall, into auto, all those procs and all that damage is just, it's so insane. And the fact that that empower can come down and has successfully come down onto multiple targets in a couple of these team fights is just being so key to Inferno securing these team fights. And they're fighting back. There's a Storm Crown pickup from the Lance as well.
There we go, and an Atlas Pauldron.
Yeah.
He was saving up, maybe he was saving up for both at the same time, or just
double Atlas Pauldron.
It's a double bubble. Psyduck's in a good spot to do some damage. I mean, if they can catch up Lyra needs to misstep like that again, or if Official Hine does, but he can eat up that damage with the barrier on his on point. I think if it's a poke battle, you know, Elite are definitely going to win this one. Actually missing the on point there on the Black Feather, but they're actually using minion tactics now to push this lane up. Because Baron can clear it so well. Oh, Deity Star taking a double hit there. Psyduck almost went in. Could have been bad for him if he would have missed, but now Official Hine is just allowed to just sit back and poke. This is what you need to do as a CP Black Feather. Just poke them down a little bit, make them waste some stuff, and then just go through it. And actually, Rose Offensive opening the wall. Maybe a little bit of overkill there, but you know, he did it. It was a little bit of style points on the Official Hine side, and they're all backing off yet again. It isn't the high intense action we normally see from Ardent Allegiant. They're just like, they go. It's definitely a lot more reserved play, definitely a lot more tactical, waiting to go in at the right times. And that can just be, you know, just personal preference. And you know, I do enjoy these slower tactical games sometimes. Yeah,
I mean, both teams spotted out by each other's scout, meaning that both teams could get on with what they were intended to do and play safely. So you can see that vision for both teams is actually quite well spread. We do see the brute come down onto Official Hine, but it isn't going to do that much damage. And we do see there's the bulwark comes down, stops people in their tracks. Down in is procced, and we do see Hanjager's in the back line doing a lot.
Oh, but he does manage
He's
to
going to
get
be
out.
blocked. Yeah, he's going to be blocked. It didn't allow for his team to back up. Although Psyduck is going to go down. Official Hine doing so much damage now on that Black Feather already at this point in the game. Another on point is going to catch Deity off guard there, and yeah, we now see another siege happening, and that is so much damage coming down on that. Imperial Siege was going to keep people healthy, and we do have another wave of minions coming.
We do, and look at that. There we go. He's going to go on the turret now for VXR. They get caught out here. Oh, I think Hine's going to go in, and they do pick up the kill. We managed to get that Pauldron onto Black Feather, but you know, too little, too late, and they're just going to rotate through, take the jungle, probably a Crystal Sentry, just go for there. But oh, Lance is going to let his farm go unchecked. He's going to try this. He's going to push them out of his jungle just by showing up. Just by showing his face, he scared them out of his jungle. It shows that Psyduck is actually, you know, someone they kind of respect damage-wise.
Yeah, I think it's not just the damage element, it's the fact that once down, it puts people into a vulnerable position just like that, but they aren't going to engage at this point in time. They are 2 versus 3, and I think it would be folly for them to do so, especially with them having recently healed up from that minion. We do see now that just Inferno just going back, they're clearing that wave, they need to regroup, rethink strategy. They're about 4k down at this point in the game, so they are down, but they're not out of this game at all. A gold mine is right for the taking as well, as vision is being cleared by Anime at this point. They are going to be eyeing up that gold mine, and probably a suspected gold mine from Inferno as they flare it out, seeing where the enemy team are.
Yeah, and I want to point out that Lance has got a crystal infusion for that cooldown instead, and maybe it's just some extra damage reduction. So he's going for more of a tankier build along with the burst. I mean, it's not going to help him because it's like they got 2 tanks like Glaive that doesn't do enough damage. Look at this, Anime Saviour's going to go in, but here comes the orbital strike coming in, and it does. Oh, it almost succeeded. He almost walked into the Anime Saviour. He does manage to pick up the kill on the Glaive, and now Big Star is going to be the target for Baron. He does manage to block the burst of Judgment, and now Psyduck against the Black Feather. He's not going to survive. Takes a nice bit of execute damage, and down will go Psyduck to the Lyra basic attack. 2 kills for Lyra, 1 kill for Baron there, and that is another ace. I can see this game closing shortly.
Yeah, I think it's getting to that stage now where everybody's builds are coming online for E8, and they are. The range from Jaegers is doing so many favors for the team, and that Black Feather was such a strong pickup. And we're just seeing the poke coming out from that CP Black Feather is just huge.
There we go. They're actually going to go on the gold mine. It's a big start for them. Big jump. Get big jump in the gold. Sorry, sitting at 35.1k to 27.9k. I mean, our boys Inferno, they only have 2 kills as opposed to ELITE8. ELITE8.
Nice play.
I'm sorry.
Perfect timing on their part as well to manage to take down, making the most out of it. Not quite a full. I don't think it was, but it was near full. We do see there's the portal engage into. Does manage to lock down a couple, but it isn't going to be enough. The teams are very split right now. So we see Psyduck being focused by the entirety of the E8. There's the fountain, but it isn't going to be any use as he goes down. The X-Realist now in a vulnerable position. Meanwhile, Official Hein is trying to chase down Deity, but I don't think he's going to get onto him. We do see BX-Realist just versus 2 people as they just stand there. Anime just shooting with that passive. Isn't going to have to do much as they turn their attention back to Kraken, as Official Hein makes sure that that Glaive is nowhere in sight and is driven back to base. This Kraken is going down pretty damn quick now. A lot of damage coming out of that.
And Glaive getting
Baron. Yes.
Oh, he's not trying. He's not trying. No. Boo. Where's your show? I'm kidding. Do whatever he wants.
He wasn't going to risk it.
Infusions are coming out there. Black Panther's picked up a CP infusion. Jaeger's decided not to refresh his weapon power infusion, which might actually cost him, but he looks like he's just saving up for that last hire, 1,850. Exactly. And see, I know my maths, I know my prices, and it's going to go for a push. They may not even need it though. And Jaeger's just going to go in, use his boots, maybe even get a clip off, but no, he doesn't quite get it. And now they're just going to push him with these minions. No minion candy this time. They don't quite have it. And now they're just going to try and push in. Roots, Lance cleared that within seconds. So do you know what they need now? They need this thing called a Kraken. And here she is. Helga coming into the base now. Mal, will this be game over? Lay your price down. Lay your bet down now. Quick.
Yes. That's the answer.
Game over to Mal. Let's find out if they can turn it around. Psyduck starts putting damage onto the Pyro. They're going to go up to Jaeger, try to do everything they can. BXR really managed to get in that explosion, and now we're going to see Faye versus our little Baron, and he's doing a lot of damage, but it's not quite enough. Now we can see Lance try and come and do what he can, but Psyduck almost getting the kill. Baron is so low. Psyduck trying to do what he can, does manage to get the explosion onto Black Feather, while all the while Helga is just pressuring this turret right now, and Jaeger just dodging quite well right there. And here comes the nice ion cannon, lands onto the Lance, and that's going to slow him down enough for Hein to pick up the kill here. And now that, I think Mal picked it right. That is going to be the first game going over to ELITE8 as the Vein Crystal is destroyed. Mal, you called that one though.
Yeah, I think at that point in the game, they had to focus so much attention onto the team of E8 that the Kraken.
Are you there? I echoed. She might be talking soon.
Okay, we are ready for the draft.
Maybe not. We are ready for the draft. All right, well then, without further ado, let's go into the draft today. See, we're not ready for the draft.
Okay. I said, I asked, are we ready for the draft?
Oh, okay.
There we go. Draft is ready.
We're actually going into the draft. That's how that is working right now. So we're going into the draft. Obviously, teams have been flipped, so ELITE8 is now on the red side, and Inferno is on our blue side. Are we going to see the same bad Lyra ban? I saw that one coming. I saw that one coming. Are you expecting the Adagio to follow shortly after?
It depends whether they're happy for the Adagio to go over. The answer is no. They're not happy for the Adagio to go over. And
I could be psychic.
You genuinely could be.
Yeah.
If it wasn't so predictable.
If it wasn't so predictable and you weren't. But yeah, there we go. Now Lance has been picked up now. Obviously a much better position to pick Lance up in. Not when a double heal comp is available. And Lance is a very good roam, very solid roam. We talked about him enough. Wouldn't be surprised if I would kind of want to see like a Cath or a Fortress roam come out now, just because they're rarely ever played, and I like underdog heroes. What do you think? Are you with me on that one, or are you more of like an Arden kind of guy?
As they look in an Arden. To be fair, I think.
They do.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be surprised to see Fortress picked up today. Maybe not necessarily this, but I think Fortress right now is actually very strong. I think this meta has definitely found his place as far as sort of his overall strength. But he's definitely kind of a bit of a niche pick. He can be quite squishy in the early game, and like I said, with a lot of these jungle picks being very aggressive pickups, the Black Feather being banned, not a surprise after last game.
No, but that's ELITE8 banning it. They don't want the Black Feather to go over at all. They had the next pick. They could have left it open.
Yeah, potentially, but I think that maybe what they've got in mind as far as picks are concerned, they chose that Black to make sure it locked out certain picks. Maybe those are the picks that pick up this time.
I didn't think of it like that. Well, good analysing there, my analysing friend. You're a genius.
Yeah, I think maybe because he's one of those heroes that you don't always. You just played against him and seen how strong he can be. You bear him in mind quite highly. And Samuel being banned out there, second Samuel banned today. Again, not necessarily a surprise. Strong. How strong would you rate Samuel at this point? I definitely
not as strong as Taka. There you go.
Yeah.
If you saw him pick up Samuel, pick up Taka. You're good. Essentially, he's a very good hero. He can decimate entire teams. Like we saw when Spaghetti had an opportunity, he almost wiped out entire teams. So Samuel, in my opinion, is definitely worth a ban. But in the right situation, with good team play, you can be, as was proven.
Yeah, no, I think Ringo, like you said, he's just one of them. See him even ban Vox maybe in return or something along those lines.
I could put money on Vox, yeah. Shame we don't see much of CP Vox anymore. Remember the old CP days when you could go 1v3 just by playing him? Remember those days?
Yeah.
I miss those days.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if we see CP Vox battle strength at this point in the game, but I think he just requires a little bit more effort and time to get online. And there is an O.
Yes.
You're going to be a happy guy.
It's CP Ozo though, so I'm not happy.
You do prefer him right now.
In my opinion, is so much stronger.
I have to say that a lot, but I think the aftershock procs is definitely going. And getting onto that Ringo is going to be that Ozo.
Actually, I don't run an aftershock Ozo. I run a Shadowglass Ozo. Because his healing is so strong, you don't need the aftershock in my opinion. I like because aftershock falls off so hard that with Ozo, I just like that. I like the Shadowglass Broken Myth Eve of Harvest build, and then build tank, and then you just survive forever. Or some people do prefer the Aftershock Broken Myth Shadowglass build. Technically, you'd probably do a little bit more damage, but with my build, Alpha! Ozo screwed!
I was Broken Dot Alpha.
I've got to give it. I actually want to give it to the Sora Blade Glaive. That one, I think the splash art just gives it so much credit. It's such a beautiful splash art.
I'm a massive metalhead and a goth. I think the creepy, cool looking, like lich-like Lance is badass, and that fucking huge, massive Zweihander that he holds is just insane.
I can't wait for Tier 3 Lance, or Legendary Lance as it's now called.
Yes.
To see where they take this, I kind of want to just see like him holding a pitchfork or something. That's what I want to see. I want to see Poseidon Lance. I want pitchfork Lance. That'd be cool. Awesome.
That would be cool. I think definitely like a seed.
But yeah, Vainglory kind of holding back in the lanes. We have a Glaive Lance push now. Is he actually the double jungle? Oh, with Psyduck actually going in. The Impale misses. Vainglory with the fantastic dodges yet again. He's so good at that. I want to be taught by Vainglory how to dodge, because that was just so perfect.
Yeah, I think he's been very mobile. He's played. He's managed to dodge a lot of sort of skill shots and things throughout both games so far. And I think, yeah, it's really, really aware of what's going to be coming and kind of the skills utilized by other heroes. I think, just really good play all around. Feeling really confident in his positioning. Look at where his position far against that back wall. Means that Psyduck does have to go for that engage at any point. He's going to put himself really out of position. He's going to struggle to get his other teammates there to do the damage to follow up. So yeah, I think really good play. Now with Hunyega's aware of where the enemy team are, he's happy to push the lane that little bit more. Side up returning to lane, and immediately you see straight back up to that far edge of the ring.
It is, and who's going to get it? Oh, he got it. That's going to help him for the next fight. And he's definitely going to use his acrobats there just to get some extra damage on, but he doesn't have his skill up for another 2 seconds there. That might hurt him, but it won't hurt him too much, and it actually pushes the red team out of the jungle. Hunyega actually coming down to rotate a little bit there just to keep the back line steady. And Psyduck just going to try and help push this lane now, and Hunyega's going to clear it. And yeah, that's all that's happening. No kills traded just yet, but again, it's another one of those tactical games. Both sides playing quite well, but I am under the opinion that blue team have the advantage here. They have that early game advantage again, but will they use it? And there we go, we see Ozo really going into Hunyega, and he's almost dead. He almost died to that. That was incredible. Anime saved me, almost dying as well. That was a fantastic engage coming out from Inferno there.
Yeah, that was very, very low health. It's going to be forcing him to back, and Hunyega's here on half health. Slowly healing up from that potion is going to be this sole defender. But like I said, really good positioning on his part to make sure that Psyduck's afterburn isn't too much of a threat. Not attempting to engage there by official Heimberg. Does do a little bit of damage to BX Willis. That's a missed impale completely in direction, but does still manage to deal decent damage to official Heim there as Psyduck pushes them away. This is going to be, I think, like you say, a very slow and very tactical game, but everyone seems really edged for a team.
Oh, another impale miss though, just as you say that.
Yeah, good Vanguard from Anime there, just to ensure that Hunyega isn't going to be subject to any follow-up from BX Realist there. But yeah, they're both I think they're both craving that massive friggin' team fight, but they're not going to get there until people get those fights. You're just kind of dancing around.
Right now. You want a team fight so bad.
Well, they want a team fight so bad. You can tell by their play that.
Yeah, they do.
Try and get that.
They're both like too scared. They're like, you engage. No, you engage. I'll engage. No, we'll all engage. I think that's how it's gonna happen. And now we're kind of going in a little bit deep there. I really need to cough.
Hey, turn away from your mic when you do.
Yeah, I did it. I'm good.
Okay, brilliant.
It's like stuck in my little.
Pro cough. Oh, Anime there, stop inside, up's back. Couldn't resist the troll. Had to roll in and did no follow up at all. Just had to annoy that.
Just do the hashtag troll. You taunt me, I smash your face. That's what happens there.
Exactly. Have a massive tooth to the face.
Massive tooth to the face. Oh yeah, that's his gauntlet, isn't it? It's like a massive saber tooth.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome
weird
if that was
when
like
you're hitting Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's like Glaive's dad or something. Glaive's dad's tooth, and you're beating Glaive in the face with it.
That would just be amazing in lore. I have to read up on lore now just to see what that tooth is.
I was like, where's Sugar Venom? She can get it into paper. Make it happen, Sugar.
Yeah, Sugar, you listen to us, girl. Just wreck people. Just wreck people with the dad's tooth.
Yeah.
So cool.
I will give her a quick shout out actually, because if you guys aren't sure on the lore of, it's all written by Sugar Venom, so make sure you guys look that up. And check out the lore because it's pretty insane stuff. Psyduck, like I said, Hunyega's his position has been perfect throughout this game so far. He's really, really aware of what the team are doing, and you know his map awareness has been spot on.
Also, his CS has been spot on too. I mean, he's at 52 CS. He hit that just before 5 minutes, so he can rotate up the lane now and just keep up his CS numbers. Visualine's going to come in and try and stall this lane a little bit. Maybe there you go, stalls it fine. It's just going to jump on the side. Takes so much damage though. Hunyega just wants to farm, doesn't even care. Visualine can take the damage, and he's just going to keep above 10 CS a minute, and he's doing that wonderfully. And here we go, the blue team rotation as Visualine gets out of there to go and get his mid medic back in the lane. 3-man push. Ozo hasn't really been prominent this game at all. He hasn't really got too many items either. 5 minutes in, I mean, he's close to the aftershock, but not close enough. And you know, Ozo's kind of missed his peak right now. He's had so many. He needs to be more aggressive with Ozo, because even with a couple crystal bits, you can do tons of damage.
Yeah, you really can. And I think maybe he's kind of a little bit scared in getting caught out by something like an afterburn. The kind of just the sheer damage coming out of Ringo at this point in the game. Not sorry, not afterburn.
Aftershock?
Apologies, aftershock even. But yeah, the BX Realist is basically just doing a really good job of just kind of poking and keeping the enemy team at bay. And EA, they got off to that really nice start in the last game, and I think this time they've definitely been held at bay by Inferno. But Inferno really do need to start playing a good start. There's the Hellfire Brew before any sort of block can be put into place on balls. Their side in really good engagement. There is the damage coming out There's a fountain burn, but it's not going to be enough as Alpha does take down Glaive as well in the after Glaive managed to take down the Ringo. There's the ultimate coming up from Official Hand. Isn't going to be enough to land on BX Realist. Official Hand now in a vulnerable position. Does get a Vanguard that is going to keep him alive. Really good play there from Anime just to dive back into that Vanguard. Deity now dealing a lot of damage versus Official Hand. But Official Hand is going to be doing a great job. There's the Acrobats coming back. Deity now realising out of position and is versus 1 versus 2 and is going to dash away as Psyduck does come in charging. Afterburns in the wrong direction towards the lane. Isn't going to be pursuing Official Hand on that one.
But well, I think he'd argue that I outburned for my last hit, right direction for me. But no, it's Alpha Official Hind, sorry, played so well there. I mean, that's how you play Alpha there. You hang on for the last second, you use that incredible sustain that she has, and just wreck people's faces. And we saw it there. It was so beautiful. I mean, I thought Ozo had a point there, would have that, but he just missed that third bounce in the Aqua bounce when Alpha decided to run away. He just missed it. And unfortunately, then that just went downhill from there for him.
Yeah, no, I think 3 versus in of E8, they looked like they were kind of playing quite passively, but I think now we're realizing that the Pyro are basically just not quite. I don't think they're not on the same page right now, and I think, like you said, I think that Ozo really needs to start playing a bit more aggressively from the get-go. Seems way too skeptical to go in on these team fights. Yeah,
here you go. Here comes the Alpha, but takes a lot of burst damage right now. And there's a gauntlet. He traps inside. It takes a lot, like one poke from Hunyega. Like he got a fantastic gauntlet, but no one was really there to, captivate on it. So
yeah, it's a good route down onto Anime, and Hunyega's does do a lot of damage to Psyduck in return. There's a really good engage there coming out. The Ozone, we see Acrobats doing a lot of damage there. Psyduck trying to do as much damage as they can to Anime, but is taking turret damage and is going to back off. Visual Hind now back in lane. There's the kicking wall and the stun. Impale does get blocked, and that is going to force the rest of Inferno to back off once again. Roll does come in, and it's just going to use onto the minion. There's the Afterburn down. There's the passive proc before the ultimate can go off, and that is going to be a lot of damage in return. They do manage to get out there, and Visual Hand is going to do a lot of damage. That kill actually picked up by the Ardor. Anime taking that one before Ozo does clean up that Alpha. And we do see the kills traded out there. But now we've got Hunyegers and Anime in a position where they are chasing down. No, they're going to turn their attention back to lane. They're not going to have any of that. Yeah,
you don't want to take on an Ozo as a Ringo. Like, Ringo is not too great against Ozo. Ozo's really good against most carries, actually. He's actually really good. Look at this. Oh, he almost went for it, but then nice, fantastic block from Ringo on that Impale. And here comes the Bangarang. It just misses. That's going to be Anime saving quite a bad spot. Actually gets stunned into the wall by the Githyon wall. And Jaeger's trying to push what he can. A little bit of a panic fountain there coming out from Anime. Save me. And now the lane is just going to stall again as Ozo goes back to the base, probably to do something, get some health back. No, but here comes the Official Hind as the Hellfire is going to come out onto the Glaive. And there's an Ardor pushing him back, but now it's going to be Psyduck in a very bad spot right now. He's surviving so close. Bounty's up in 7 seconds and trying to get so much poke down. Jaeger's just been able to get 3 damage here. Here comes the Prime Directive. Official Hind probably going to hit his ultimate now. And wow, they are going pretty deep there. He's going to die to the ultimate. No, he dies to Ringo actually, and that is an ace for ELITE8. The first ace of the game, and that's what they need.
Yeah, crazy play there from E8. Knowing that hero completely and feeling so secure diving that deep, and managed to just get out really perfectly with that ace. And it's the first ace we've seen of the game, I believe. And they're immediately going to transition that into a gold, 300 gold each, to really further their lead that a little bit more. Now extending their lead to about a 3.5k lead at the 10-minute mark. So not a huge lead, but combined with that turret and objective lead, that's got to make them feel a lot more confident at this point in the game.
Yeah, plus the actual, plus the kills, the gold from the kills themselves. And now we're seeing more hyper farming of the Ringo. I mean, Ringo's powerful at the best of times. Giving him more farm is just even better. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Tyrant's Monocle over a Poison Chip Ringo today. I probably might even go Poison Chip because Ozo's healing just gets completely destroyed if you get a Poison Chip proc on him. So you've got to be able to do that. Hunyega getting an Achilles shot onto Glaive just because why not, essentially. It's the why not tactics of it. Just boom, Achilles shot.
May as well. Just to laugh at the key.
Just laugh at the key.
As you put it on.
There's the pudding.
Anime dives in. There's from the Ozo, but Official Hind going very low. Down comes the gauntlet. Official Hind does proc the ultimate. Is going to be... Ooh, does catch BX Realist. doesn't manage to land it on Psyduck, who was the initial target, but they are back up and they are going to be focusing in that. That was some good bouncing there from Ozo, but he's still going to go down to the out. Official High now in pursuit of Psyduck. There's the right, he does manage to steal it away as well. And does he? No, it doesn't matter anyway. He still cleans it up. Still cleans it up and still gets the ace. And it is now just going to dodge out from the Crystal Sentry, who is still spotted him. He's like, Crystal Sentry's like, no, I'm in my jungle still, bro. What are you doing?
Get out of my jungle. It's my jungle. I'm a Crystal Sentry. I am too much. And as minions take the next turret and they sweep the backs, this is going to be Elite 8 in a very happy spot right now, just gaining more and more objective, more and more gold lead, more and more kill lead, more and more everything lead. Elite 8 cannot be happy with the way this match is turning out right now, especially when they were probably from the disadvantage in the early game. You know, our boys Inferno just didn't captivate on it.
Yeah, no, I think we're just seeing just E8 just playing very, very well here. I think basically they are currently playing like a together. They're playing better on their own as well. Like the play individually has been really impressive, and they just seem to really be in tune and know their heroes well. Definitely got some comfort picks here. That Alpha has been extremely strong for Official High, and he just seems to know exactly what he's doing. We've seen very few mistakes coming out from him, and even when he's missed engages, he's managed to follow it up and still managed to secure kills. And just really, understands and knows what his team are going to be doing. There's no miscommunication there from the air at all.
No, it's a well-oiled machine. Absolutely beautiful. Lance is picking up some scout traps now, just try and hopefully get some vision back on this vision war that's waging right now as the flares and everyone's rotating. Hellfire Brew is coming out. There's the Imperial was blocked and the Gauntlet's there to save him, and now it's going to be Ringo on his own with the 2 carries, and now we see Official High coming up to actually delete the glaive. Now we're seeing the lacking of Ozo. He has his burst and late game it falls off. Impale does miss, and that's going to be BXR going down. Dirty Star not really doing too much damage, and Jaeger's surviving, and actually picks up the kill with the help of the Vanguard. Picks up the kill on the Ozo. That's another ace, and now are you seeing why I say weapon power Ozo is massive.
Yeah, really good start step in there from Jaeger's as onto that Ozo at the end. So there was no return kill from the and that's going to be ace and a quick turret from E8 as we see them now get to a 13-3 kill lead. Huge lead now. And meanwhile, Goldmine is being taken by Official High, and his teammates are just going to join him now to take that down. We've got 1 minute until Kraken, so that's a really good time to take it. They probably could have waited a little bit longer, but given they've just got the ace, it seemed like a good time. And we do see a Crystal Infusion being picked by Alpha now, as well as that null wave on R. So that's going to be interesting, and Ozo being a good focus there as well to stop any jumping away, and as well as the glaive essentially stopping the after with that silence. Official High got stunned there, but he's still alive and he's still low. Is he going to be popping that ultimate anytime soon?
They really want Jaegers, and he's going to fall here. He just kind of has to...
No, he's not. Look at that star stepping. Look at that.
He's going to die. He does fall though. And now
the Crystal Sentry.
Official High trying to do what he can. Crystal Sentry with the help. Oh, Prime directed just missing, but that would have hit. That would have been dead play. Ozo does manage to get back to base, and Ringo can't pull that far away from his team again. He just physically can't do it, unfortunately. So, you know, he kind of slips about. He almost killed the Ozo, but thanks to the Crystal Sentry coming down and helping, because he went a little bit too far, he was able to get the kill. And that is not going to be great for him, because that is a shutdown kill as well. Ozo does get some nice gold. You see, he does have a broken myth now. So then maybe that will tip the scales in his favor, maybe, I guess. Probably not, because CPU Ozo. And it's not as good as weapon power, just saying.
I wish someone had mentioned that before now.
Yeah, I know. If only I would shut up about it.
So yeah, no, a couple of return kills there from Inferno, but they're still in a really bad position with that 7k gold lead in favor of E8 and those turrets down. They really need kind of, not a miracle play here. I'm not going to go as far as saying miracle, but they need a huge team fight here. They need something massive to come in. They need an ace and they need a Kraken, and this is what they know that now. They're in that position. Look, all 3 of them are there. We do see that, however, though, E8 managed to infuse up before this team fight, so they're in a much better position right now, and they want this team fight as well, because they know that if they can, they're going to close out the game completely. This is going to be the biggest and best team fight of the game. It's going to be the most serious team fight of the game. The X-Realist diving over that thing. He's going really low. There's the Gauntlet coming down. The X-Realist does stay alive though, despite that low health. There's a good block coming out there from them. And Alpha does manage to secure a kill onto the glaive, who was the initial target. Deity now is so vulnerable and is going to go down. We do see that Lance is going to get killed.
He got away.
Get out! He got out! He got out! He got out! He just got out. No, a good TP there from. But it's not going to stop the enemy team taking this Kraken, nor is it going to stop them pushing those turrets once it's been achieved. So, yeah, he managed to get a small victory there, but not quite a positive one.
Yeah, just a very tiny victory, and you know it's you know it's kind of a not the best victory in the world because they managed to get Kraken now, and ELITE8 are just looking so formidable. They essentially, I think Blue side just need to get lucky. I mean, they keep diving Ringo, he keeps getting away. If they can push him back far enough, they need to be able to get that Ringo, essentially catch him out, but they just block everything. Everything gets blocked. Well, hey, Jaeger, like there wasn't a single thing he didn't block or was blocked for him by the Crucible. They are just working so well. And now look at this, they're trying to go in, they're trying to do the damage. Here comes the Hellfire Brew, just onto Danger Star. He actually blocks that as well as the Gauntlet comes across. Now Danger Star doesn't have a reflex, looks out of the fight. VXR really is taking a lot of damage. Ringo picks up the kill on the last double team. Glaze trying to get away with the Afterburn as Vainglory comes over the wall, but it's blocked again and Danger Star will fall immediately. And Psyduck. Oh, poor Psyduck. He's going to have to afterburn and get away. Accidentally hitting a minion, so he's going to have to back off before he can teleport back to base. But look at this. I'm pretty sure because of that, game is over.
Yeah, the game is over. We saw really good use of the Norway Gauntlet there onto the Ozo, and Deity was forced. He was in complete silence, couldn't acro bounce, couldn't develop any shields or anything. And that is going to be an ace just in time for the Kraken and the rest of EA to take down that event. Congratulations. GG.
That was so well. Anime saved me actually going flawless that game. 2-13. That is something.